Ah, yes. The stream is streaming. The stream that streams on the streaming platform that's streaming. Is it streaming? I don't know. It's receiving the connection, which means that the stream that streams on the streaming platform is in fact streaming. Yes! Okay, good. We have people in the chat, so that's great then. Okay, coolio. Alright, that's how you know that a stream is streaming. Shadow King, hey Tekking, awesome. Hi everybody, how are you doing? It's been a while, I know. It's been about a month since I streamed, and even then, that was the charity thing we did. So damn, but yeah. Hey everyone, how you doing? Edward, never miss a Tekking stream. Hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so nice. Got a lot of people flooding in here. Wow. Okay. How many people are we up to already? Does it tell you anymore? YouTube has always changed. 317 I have over here. Okay. Cool. You know what I want? I just wish that my desk was big enough to have two monitors right here, because I have to edit in a very weird way where I only have one monitor on my desk, which if you do editing on YouTube, that's kind of sacrilegious, because it's like, you know, just one monitor? You edit with one monitor? Yes, I edit with one monitor, and my other monitor is my television. Can you do Mirrorball Island for geography? Yes, I am going to be doing a video on Mirrorball Island. Also, did you know that there is actually a brief, I think it aired with the second One Piece movie, The Clockwork Island Adventure. There was a brief little, like, I hesitate to even call it an OVA because it was only like 5 minutes long. You can look it up on YouTube. Type in One Piece, like, Django's Dance Paradise, I think it was called. It's a little, like, it's a little animation where the Straw Hats actually go to Mirrorball Island, and then Django hypnotizes everybody on the island, and they all sing a song, and it's a song that's, it's like a J-pop song by Folder 5, which is the band that sang the second One Piece opening, Believe. So, basically, it's just a little music video animation, but it's really freaking catchy, and it's a pretty funny animation for what it is. Barry is God. Yes, he is. He's right over. This is Barry. Hey, guys, this is Barry right here. Where's Barry? Yeah, he's right here. How was your morning? My morning was good. I had to, we had a bit of an ice storm last night, and actually it's still raining ice right now. I had to go on a bit of a scavenger hunt this morning, so I went outside. I usually walk to go get the mail. I didn't pick all of this up today, obviously, but I usually walk about maybe, I don't know, 3-4 blocks to go get the mail. But today it was so icy and cold, and, you know, ice, you know, sleet and stuff raining down. I went outside to start my car up so I could melt my car so I could go get the mail. And last night was trash day. So, look, we have 3 trash cans, and one of them was in our yard, and the other 2 were completely gone. So I had to go on a little hunt this morning to go find those. One of them was, like a few houses down, just kind of like on my neighbor's front porch, so I had to go up and grab that, and then I couldn't find the third one, and I go down the street, and like my street kind of dips at the very bottom. There's like a hill, and then there's like just woods, and I'm like, did that freaking trash can literally go all the way down to the end of the street, fall down the hill, and then I'm having to go like climbing into the woods to find a trash can? But no, it was wedged in between 2 of my neighbor's houses, where this trash can, and keep in mind, the entire ground is just snow and then a layer of ice. And this trash can was literally just like, like banging in between 2 of my neighbor's houses, like in this perpetual, like, loop. And I'm like, oh God, that must be annoying as hell. So I'm like, oh, sorry. Oh, man. But that was my morning, and then I defrosted my car, and then I went to go get the mail. Let's see. Make a Barry theme song. I do not... I'm going to have to ask Rustage or, you know, Dave or somebody that knows music to do the Barry theme song. You don't want me giving you guys a Barry theme song. I'd be like, his name is Barry. That's right, it's Barry. He is a brick, and you know that's what it's about. You know, like, that's like the lamest, like, 1980s sitcom theme. Although Barry could be in a sitcom. I think that would work for him, yes. Yeah, this storm sucks. Yeah, it's a pretty bad one. I was driving home in it last night around probably 9 o'clock. I was driving home just when it was getting really bad outside. Not the worst I've ever driven in, but it wasn't fun. Thank you for the acrobatic avocado thing. Thank you. And then we have Clayton for 5. Thank you, Clayton. I have a great singing voice. I really don't. Because my singing voice will crack at very random moments, so I'll be like, his name is Barry, his name is okay, it's not doing it right now, but it will crack at random points, and it'll, like, spike really quick. Let's see. If you give me any sort of song, like a very simple, like, I could sing the SpongeBob theme if you want me to do that. I could sing various things. Yes, I do, in fact, have a driver's license. I do. Yeah. How old am I? I am 27. Gonna be 28 in April. I actually don't think... Tekking, you canceled my super chat without reading it. I didn't cancel anything. They did that on purpose. Hold up. That's why we have the record. Hold on. Actually, I have to refresh this page, and then we'll have the record. Because I still have all the super stickers that I got from a stream I did like 2 months ago. I'm sorry. I know. I really... Yeah, I needed to get back into the fan mail because I was in my my studio this morning, and I'm like, all right, I need to tackle this stuff because this stuff's been most of this stuff is like Christmas presents. Please introduce Edward Lightswitch, Barry's rival. Yes, so Edward Lightswitch is the light switch. When I did a Whitebeard video I think it was actually a couple years ago at this point, I put Whitebeard's mustache on like everything in my room, like Alucard. And Senku wasn't there at that point, but like all the things in my room had Whitebeard's mustache on there, but I just couldn't remove it from the light switch. Like, I don't mean like from a sentimentality point of view, like I just couldn't take myself to remove the mustache. I literally can't remove the mustache. There's like some weird gravitational force that keeps me away from even turning the light switch on. So this closet, I can't even turn the light on to this closet anymore. So, that's unfortunate, but yeah. Hey, Tekking, do you think the Gorosei are physically powerful? I would feel like they would have to be. Like, Samurai Gandhi, which is, like, that's just what we call that particular member of the Gorosei. I gave them all little nicknames because we don't know their actual names. I'm assuming their names are going to be Saint because they start with, you know, they're still Celestial Dragons, so their names would start with, like, Saint whatever. But that, you know, Samurai Gandhi uses a sword. And it honestly looks like it's the freaking Shodai Katetsu. So I would think that in order to have a sword of that pedigree, that, you know, that particular Gorosei's got to be physically strong. And, you know, they're the leaders of the world. I imagine they do have, like, they probably keep all the strongest devil fruits to themselves and everything. I religiously write extra virgin olive oil on your videos. Well, I appreciate that. No, it's fine. It's cool. I mean, hey, man, extra virgin olive oil, it's pretty good. I had to use that stuff for, I'm a big fan of Joshua Wiseman on YouTube. He makes those amazing cooking videos where he shows you how to do things like at restaurants, but like better and oftentimes cheaper. So he showed you how to make the McRib, because the McRib came back in December or November. And every time the McRib comes back, I'm like super excited. Like, the McRib! Yeah, because I love me a good rib sandwich. Every time it comes back, though, I get a McRib and I eat it, and I'm just like, well, that's a rib sandwich. Like, I'm always disappointed when I eat it. Like, I'm expecting it to be, like, an amazing, like, life-altering event, and it's just an average, kind of honestly below average rib sandwich, if we're being just straight up. But it only comes out every few years, so there you go. Look up BPS Space Channel on YouTube. I think you'd like it. Oh, okay. I love space. But anyway, so, Josh made this video on how to make the McRib, and obviously it's a process, and it takes a little while to do. It's not nearly the most technical thing I've ever made, though. The hardest thing I've ever made in the kitchen is Gordon Ramsay has a chicken parm recipe. It is amazing. It is incredibly delicious, but there are so many steps involved, and I need, honestly, more counter space because whenever I make that recipe, the entire kitchen is just ravaged. There's, like, flour everywhere. Like, there's no open counter space everywhere because I need, like, this breading station, and then I need a rack to put the chicken, and then I need to deep fry the chicken or shallow pan fry the chicken. It's a mess. But when it comes out, it's amazing, okay? But the McRib, I would look up Josh Weissman because, yeah, he does some amazing stuff. I made a key lime pie that he did. Everything that because I've watched various cooking channels on YouTube. I watched Sam the Cooking Guy as well. There's a few things I've made with Sam and with, like, Gordon Ramsay videos that don't turn out great, or I really mess it up. But let me tell you, everything I've made that Josh makes turns out, like, pretty good. Like, I'm happy with everything I've made with his videos. And he does a great job of breaking down, like, you know, the exact measurements of every single thing. Because that's not something a lot of, like, cooking channels do. They won't tell you the exact measurements. And I understand, like, when you get to a level of cooking, it's like, that's a tablespoon. That's a teaspoon. But, because you've done it enough times that you just know. But I love Josh's stuff because he, like, you know, this is, like, 3 tablespoons of this, 450 degrees, oven, 5 minutes, and then I love that dude. Sasuke got his Rinnegan destroyed! I read that chapter of Boruto, yes. I did. Have you made any curry? I've never made curry. I made ramen a couple years ago. I only made ramen the one time, though. I should make curry. I have an Instapot for, like, the rice and everything. I should definitely, or the curry itself. I should make curry. That's one thing I've never really delved into. But yeah, I should look into that as my next big hurdle. I need to make sloppy joes. I bought the meat for the sloppy joes 2 days ago, and the last 2 days I've been busy. I haven't had a chance to make it, so I probably got to make that today. I'll probably make it right after I'm done here with this. Do a cooking video with Sanji's recipes. So there is actually a One Piece cookbook, and a fan actually did send it to me. Not in this batch, but it's downstairs. It's in Japanese, though, but, you know, maybe if I'm sure I could find translations on the internet. But yeah. Let's see here. Latest One Punch Man chapter. That's the one where Drive Knight and Genos team up. That was a pretty kick-ass one. I literally just mailed you a box yesterday. Should be there Saturday. Well, thank you. Thank you, Padpara. I check the mail every day, and whenever I get the mail, it goes in my little pile, and so I'll get that when it arrives. Also, update for the berries. Yes, so thank you to everybody that purchased a Barry the Brick plushies. I think I put the link in the description below if you haven't gotten one yet. From what I understand on Teespring, they are still available until, like, early February. I don't know what happens when the counter runs down, if they just don't make any more after that, or if they do make more, but your date's going to be kicked back a bit. Because here's the thing. If you order a Barry plushie now, they're not going to arrive until, like, June or July. At least I don't think they begin being printed until May, or being made until May, and then being shipped out, I think, in June. All right? And then I think that if you wait until after the deadline, you could still order them, but I think the shipping date is moved back even further. So, because these are obviously a little bit more complex than just like a shirt, like just to print a design on a shirt. You're actually making things, and there's a little bit of quality control and everything. So, right now, this is the only Barry the Brick plushie that currently exists. I've ordered a bunch, too. So I'm going to have some. My mom wanted one, so I had to get one for her, of course. She's like, oh, I want a berry. I'm like, okay. So I got her a berry. I bought a bunch as well. So I'm thinking when the world kind of returns to a sort of semi-normal kind of state, to the point where maybe conventions will happen. I don't think it'll be this year, maybe next year. I can always bring some Barry the Brick plushies to, like, conventions or wherever I go, and I can maybe hand them out to people or do, like, a trivia contest, and, like, the winners win a berry or something. So I got a bunch, and so, yeah. The Barry the Brick plushies are selling very, very well, though. So thank you all for that. Let's see. Can I add a bra to my Barry plush? You know what? Barry is 100% customizable, you know? That's why I don't have the straw. You can add funny hats on Barry. You can have an eye patch on Barry. You could be, Yarg, I be Pirate Barry! You know, you could do anything you want with Barry. That's what makes him great. A lot of people have said that reminds them of the episode of Phineas and Ferb where, the brick, and I actually don't remember that episode. Phineas and Ferb started coming out right around the time I stopped kind of watching, like, Disney. I stopped kind of watching cartoons because there was a period there where I stopped. And so I remember watching my favorite episode of Phineas and Ferb was one of the first ones. It was like the Backyard Beach episode. I remember that episode. That was a lot of fun. But I'm not as familiar with Phineas and Ferb as I am with a lot of other cartoons that I like grew up with, like SpongeBob and like Billy and Mandy and stuff. But there is an episode of Phineas and Ferb where that happens. Yes, Blast has been popping up quite a bit in the One Punch Man manga. So Blast has actually shown up a few times in the webcomic, and Murata has actually moved up those moments to now. So that scene where we saw Tatsumaki in the facility and then Blast shows up and saves her when she was like 10, that actually happened way later in the webcomic after the battle with the Monster Association is over. Excuse me. And Murata is just like bumping it up till now. But I gotta say, I love Blast's armor. It is so ridiculous with like the shoulder pads, and he literally just has like Blast written in the center of his armor. But in One Punch Man, the kind of ridiculousness and parody that it kind of embodies in Shonen, I think it works great. Is there a chance you will make an updated Class 1A and the Straw Hat Crew discussion? So I've thought about that a lot of times. Maybe not necessarily with Class 1A, but definitely with the Straw Hats, because it's been like 3 years now. I still want to do a video on Jinbei as a Straw Hat. I did a video of him when he was a Warlord, but I've yet to do a video of him on as a Straw Hat. I want to get some custom fan art made for him. You know the scene in... Let me pull something up here. Let me show you. You know the scene in the 15th opening of One Piece? It's We Go. And in that opening, there is there's scenes where the Straw Hats each have an individual title card. And they look really cool. And I've used them in all of the Straw Hat videos. Let me just grab Zoro's really quick here. This is Zoro's right here. Okay, so this is Zoro's from that, right? Right, and I think this was actually a redrawn. I don't think this was from the opening. I think this was redrawn by somebody. But, you know, so they have the character, and then you have the swords in the background, and then, like, a little thing. Like, there's the onigiri, the rice ball, or whatever. So I need to get one of those made for Jinbei. And then after I get one of those made for Jinbei, I'm going to do Jinbei's video. But, yeah. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh, I sent Sanji's cookbook. Glad you got it. Yeah, I definitely opened it. I remember opening it in one of the other fan mail videos, definitely. Apparently, Oda said that Lucky Roo is the fastest character in One Piece. Do you think he got the speed fruit, and maybe that's the reason why Shanks' crew could travel so fast? That would be cool, because I don't think we got a fruit yet that's quite like just the Flash fruit that can move really fast or move objects very fast. And Lucky Roo is like a really big guy. He's big boned, so that would be really funny if he had that ability. And he was the first person in One Piece to straight up kill somebody, so yeah, that would be cool if that was Lucky Roo's ability. I should do a video on just all of the devil fruits or abilities that Shanks' crew might have, because we don't see Lucky Roo or Yasopp or Ben Beckman very often. I find it a little funny that also Ben Beckman and Yasopp both use rifles. Yasopp is obviously, I would say, the better marksman, but Ben Beckman also uses a rifle, so that's kind of like doubling up on the marksmans in his crew. So maybe there's something special about Ben Beckman. Do you think Shanks is Rox's son? I do not. Here, free money, because you're the best, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Big. Let's see. Back to your 4th Devil Fruit category video. There's actually a video about meta Devil Fruits by Ohara. I didn't even know that. But then again, you're going to double up a lot on abilities when you're, on videos when you're doing One Piece content. I did do a YouTube search right before that. Like, I typed in, like, One Piece 4th Devil Fruit category to see if anybody else has made a similar video. And I didn't see any immediate results, but I'm like, oh, somebody probably talked about it at some point. But a lot of times when you do YouTube, you just kind of have to, like, jump in, right? You know, and it's like, okay, I'm going to do a video about Zoro's eye. It's like, well, like 17 other people already did that. It's like, yeah, but I want to do one, right? So that's how it goes. Let's see. Matt, you're so wholesome. Live stream more. Thank you. I do need to live stream more. I'm sorry for the dry spell we've had there for a while. I am glad that we did the charity stream. The charity drive, by the way, guys, I forgot to... I think I did mention this in a video right after it happened, but in the days immediately after the stream, I think we hit 16K the day of, or very close to 16K the day of. I think we got up to 17,000 or 18,000, so the days after. So we raised a lot of money for St. Jude, so I wanted to thank everybody for that, because that turned out way better than I thought it would compared to, like, last year. It was insane. It was, like, over double. But But yeah, those were the super chats right there. I need to be getting to Fanmail now. We've been streaming for about 20 minutes. I'll give another 10 minutes of streaming, and then I'm going to turn off super chats and whatnot, and then we'll do Fanmail, and then maybe we'll do a little stream afterwards. Let's see here. Oh, is there a new chapter of One Punch Man? If there's a new chapter, I haven't seen that yet. That just came out. So I will have to check that out afterwards. Who is the strongest, Barry the Brick or the plushie? Well, in terms of, like, physical raw power, I would say Barry is the stronger one. Just because he weighs, like, 500% what that one weighs. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they would be crushed. But it's nice because, like I said in the video, there's a lot of times when I'm, like, picking Barry up, like, I gotta take Barry downstairs to do the chapter reviews or whatever, and I'm, like, carrying Barry like this, and I have my laptop, and I have everything. I'm going downstairs to do the review, and I'm always worried, like, one day, I'm gonna drop him, and he's gonna hit my foot, and I'm gonna have to go get my freaking foot, I'm gonna have to go get foot surgery, because it's like, how did this happen, sir? I dropped a brick on it. How did you drop a brick on it? Do you work in construction? Nah. You don't understand. See, I have a sidekick on my YouTube channel who happens to be a brick with googly eyes and a funny face drawn on him. And I was walking downstairs in my house to go film a video about pirates that are supernaturally powered. And I dropped him and he fell on my foot. That happens to the best of us, really. Actually, you know what? I think I almost did. I was worried the other night. I was in the shower. This is an essential part of the story. I'm in the shower, right? And I go to grab my bottle of shampoo. And I have, like, the big bottle of shampoo, like the big Suave bottle of shampoo. And it's, like, a brand new bottle, so it's relatively heavy. I pick that up, and I drop it right on my foot, like, right here. It lands, boom, right on my foot. And it hurt like a son of a bitch. And I'm there in the shower, like, oh, God! And I get out. And all night, it was throbbing, and the next day, I could barely walk on it. And I'm like, is my foot broken because I dropped a shampoo bottle on it? Are you kidding? Right? Are you actually kidding? Am I going to have to go to the doctor because I dropped a shampoo bottle on my foot? Right? And so, it eventually, it was fine, like, because I've broken a toe before, I've broken a finger before, and I know how it is, like, you can't even, like, move stuff, and so the pain eventually went away. I have a big bruise on there now. It's like a big circular bruise, on my foot, but I didn't have to go to the doctor, thankfully, and that was about a week ago. But I was talking to a friend a few days ago, and I was telling them this story. And they were like, oh, no, yeah, no, that happens. Like, I did that once. I went to the doctor. I have a friend of mine that did that. She broke her, she fractured her foot. Because apparently, this is, like, a relatively, like fragile bone compared to things. Like, it can fracture or bruise easily. So, apparently, that's not an unusual thing. But, yeah, that wasn't very fun. Yeah, I still live with my mom. Still looking for houses every day. And when something pops up, I'll look into it. I looked at a few last year, put a few offers in on some. Couldn't get them, What's Barry's devil fruit power? Barry has every devil fruit power. That is kind of his thing. Are you going to make... Whoa, I'm getting a lot of super chats. Are you going to make a lot more Black Clover videos? I want to make another one. Especially what's going on right now with Noct and everything. I want to do a video on Noct to kind of, like, round out the Black Bull series. I would appreciate more Pokemon and longer videos. I'm going to do a Pokemon video on at least the Johto Pokemon, maybe Hoenn. But that video I made of where I go through all 151 Pokemon, that video actually got pretty decent views. I didn't think it was going to do that well. That got like over 100,000 views. So thank you all, because I'm just going to make a stupid video where I just go through, like, honestly, that was a rough moment. That was like the week where everything was going really bad with my grandmother and everything, and I'm like, I just need something to take my mind off this stuff for like 2 hours. And I was like, I'm just going to sit down and talk Pokemon. So I did that. And that video did really well. So I wanted to thank everybody. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be making a sequel to that. Because yeah, people always say they do them as a background noise. I won't live where I am anymore by the time Barry ships out. I'm sorry. You might want to go and contact Teespring then there, or maybe have a forwarding address if you're worried like you're not going to get it. I would say, because you can do that. Like when you move, I can, like when I move finally, whenever that happens in the year 2455, you know, I can go to my post office and tell our postmaster, like, hey, I'm moving here. Here's my new address. You can set up a forwarding address, so any mail that gets sent to this post office will get forwarded to the new post office. And you can do that. I don't know if it's free, but you could do that. So either that, or you would probably have to contact somebody like customer support at Teespring or somebody to get the address changed or something, because they're not shipping until June, so you have time. But thank you for the 5. 50 Canadian doll hairs from Charles. I did a list of questions and I thought experiments about the One Piece universe for your examples. What happens if a mink sets foot on the moon? What happened if you feed an object with a smile? You could pick random numbers in the list sometimes if you want. That sounds like fun. Those would be videos, like those would be things that would probably never be resolved in the story. Like I don't think Oda's ever going to have a moment where Carrot walks on the moon, but if she did, what would happen? It's all around her. I would say it's more about, like, you know, the Ozaru transformation in Dragon Ball. Like, it's the round, bright thing in the sky that actually does it. Not the fact that you're on the physical moon, but maybe it is. Who knows? But thank you, Charles. That might be interesting to look at that list. Yeah. I'm worried my dogs will get to my berry plush like I got to my ranch plush. So, when I got this plush, Duchess was looking at it, and she was like, ooh, is that mine? And I'm like, no, it's not yours. And she's like, oh, but is it mine? And I'm like, no. And so I have to keep very careful of, she's not usually somebody that, like, she loves toys. She plays with dog toys. She's mostly more into, like, bones and stuff she loves to chew on, but she does play with her toys every now and then, like plushies and stuff. But I have to make very careful to, like, keep this in my room in the corner at all times. I keep it in a box over here. So she doesn't usually go over to this side of the room very often. So that way I can, like, keep it away from her. Because this is the only plushie berry that currently exists. So I have to be very, very careful with this one. Because if this one were to be destroyed, I wouldn't be able to get the other ones until, like, summer. So, like, the same when you guys get yours. So, yeah. But yeah, Duchess is, this morning it was funny, we had to put her outside to go pee, and it's an ice storm outside, so we put her outside for like a minute. So she goes outside, she pees, and then I go over to open the door to let her in. As I go to open our door, we have a screen door, and she jumps on the screen door, and the look on her face, she was only outside for like less than a minute. The look on her face was sheer panic, like, let me in, please. I'm like, yeah, calm down. You're not going to freeze to death after 45 seconds of being outside. She books it in. She's like, it's cold out there. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's winter. Oh, Duchess, she's a good girl. We love her. She really freaks out in the winter, though. You put her outside, she pees. Bing. If you're not right at that door to let her back in, she's like, let me in. Oh, man. Hi, Liam. Please see this. I have saw this. Ding dong. Ding dong, ding dong. Rayleigh's Bounty. I haven't done a video on Rayleigh's Bounty. I want to do a whole video on Roger's Crew. I think Artur and some other people have already made whole videos on Roger's Crew. But I should do maybe I should do one maybe not so much focusing on Roger's Crew like their names. I mean, I could go through that. But a video more on Roger's Crew's bounties. Because we know Rogers. We know Rogers. And you know what? Rayleigh's wouldn't be higher than Rogers. Because Brand New said as much. Like, Rogers' bounty is the highest that any pirates has ever been. So Rayleigh's couldn't be higher. But Rayleigh is still alive. So his bounty might not be higher than Whitebeard's or Rogers. But it's probably still pretty damn high. It's probably higher than maybe even Kaido's. I'm not sure. Probably maybe not higher than Kaido's, because Kaido is still an active pirate and Rayleigh's very much retired, but yeah. How many child Harry Potters could you defeat, like, before Hogwarts? I don't know, man. Like, I'm not much of a strong guy. I don't know, like, maybe 2? I don't know, man. You think Sanji's got a late arrival to Rooftop or a commander fight or something? Tag team with Marco? I want to see Sanji and Robin team up. it's something we haven't really seen in the story. I would love it. And seeing Robin fight against Black Maria, that would be pretty kick-ass to me. So that's kind of what I'm waiting for here. Okay, we're getting a lot of cues. So let me, hold on. Let me, oh, God. Oh, that's a big spam block. From what country are you? United States. My family is Scottish and Ukrainian on my mom's side, Scottish on my dad's side. Okay. So we're going to do that. All right. So we're about half an hour into this. I'm going to go turn off Super Chats and Super Stickers temporarily. And then I'm going to get into fan mail. That sounds good. And then after that, we can maybe stream it for a little bit while. Because we don't have as much. Because last time I did this, it was like Christmas. We had a bunch. We still have some leftover Christmas stuff. But not as much as last time. Okay. So there we go. And like, is this one maybe that? Yeah. So two things. Quick fire. Rebecca or Vivi? Favorite arc in One Piece? I like Vivi more than Rebecca. And like the Alabasta arc in general. Like I think it was handled. I mean, it's a very parallel arcs that are very similar. That's intended, but I like Vivi more. And my favorite arc in One Piece is Impel Down. Okay. Crocodile or Ace? Ooh. I want to say Crocodile would have the immediate advantage just because sand is earth, is dirt. Not dirt, but like it's earth. And he could like, you know, snuff out Ace's fire with that. I feel like Crocodile would definitely have the advantage. Does that mean he would win 100%? No, but I would say in terms of the elemental advantage, it'd probably be for him. And let me just block this one really quick because that's spamming. Okay. That's another person spamming? Damn. Oh, no, that's the same person. It just took a while. There we go. There we go. All right. So let's get into some fan mail. This is, yeah, let's just start with this because we got a few of these. We got another sexy Robin. I could literally have I literally do have just a pile of sexy Robin figurines of varying things. The wet t-shirt Robin, the bikini Robin, the Thriller Bark Robin, the Dressrosa Robin. I think we have 2 Wano Robins now. Yeah, we have the blue one. And now we have the red one. So we have, like, I'm literally just going to have a pyramid of sexy Robin figurines. And this was sent to me by Emily. To Tekking101, thanks so much for the great, consistent content. When I was really stressed during my college exams, I really love watching your chapter reviews. Thanks for everything. Enjoy your gift from Emily. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's just the ad. That's just the slip for that. But yes, we have another sexy Robin to add to the fray. Sexy Robin enters. Okay, so yes, we have a lot of those. I have a lot of those. Yep. Shouldn't be a surprise because Robin is best girl, of course. But at this point, when I'm getting these, it's just like, oh, what did I get? What kind of fan mail? Oh, sexy Robin. Okay. What's here? It's like, oh, another sexy Robin. Okay. It's just like, yep, sexy Robin. Just standard at this point. Emily is a woman of culture. Yes, you are. Thank you very much. You can never have too many sexy Robins. Oh, it's Red Robin. Yum. Have you ever eaten at Red Robin? I love Red Robin. It's actually really good. I haven't eaten there. Oh, God. I haven't eaten lunch yet, so now I'm really craving Red Robin. Should I go get Red Robin after this? I would have to brave an ice storm, and it's literally like a 45-minute drive from my house just to get to a Red Robin. Is it worth it, though? Because they make some really good burgers. They have, like, the bonsai burger, like the teriyaki with the pineapple, and their sweet potato fries are so god good. Probably not. I have to make that sloppy Joe after this, but I will eat some Red Robin maybe later this week. We'll get takeout or something. Oh, man. Thank you so much, Emily. Oh, we got some more spamming stuff. Hold up. Don't have a lot of rules with these, but the spamming is, yeah, that's the one rule. You don't cross. Oh, now my stomach is rumbly. Did you hear that? I don't know if the mic picked that up. It's like, feed me. It's like, I will! After we go through fan mail. All right, what's next? We got a box. This is one I haven't opened yet. This is from MD. Just MD. Whoever it is has the will of D, so I have to open this up. This is from, let's see, Maggie. And where does it come from? New Zealand. It comes from New Zealand. Really quick, was Zealand, like, the etymology of that country, does it come from Sealand? Like, maybe it was called Sealand, like, decades or hundreds of years ago, and then just the etymology changed from an S to a Z. Because it's an island on the sea, and it's Zealand. Is that the etymology of Zealand? I haven't checked it out, but... Or is it like a native word or something? I actually don't know. Just don't eat the plastic devil fruit. I mean, the ability to turn into plastic, that would be like Plastic Man, right? That'd be cool. I live in Texas. I don't think so. All right, well, it was worth a shot. Let's see here. Is my middle initial a D? No, my middle initial is a P. But if you flip it upside down, it looks like a lowercase D. So there you go. What do you work as? Professional One Piece discusser. That is my job. Professional brick whisperer. That is my job. I'm not exactly 100% sure how it happened either, but we're here and we're doing it. All right. Yeah, I should do that. Oh man, this one's really secured. Okay, hold on. Don't want to slice my hand up with this box cutter. I have plenty of scars from that in my Dollar Tree days. Did you quit the Dollar Tree? Yeah, I quit Dollar Tree in December of 2018. Oh my god. Oh, it's one of these. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I'm going to have to rip the box a bit and pop this out. And then, all right, there it goes. Whew, that's cool. Oh, that's neat. They look like little flowers. Is this a code? This looks like it should be a code or something. That's neat. Let's see here. How's it going, Tekking? I'm good. Yeah, okay, Sar. I'll make you a mod. Just the rule is like spam. So that's the rule. All right, so if you see anybody... Oh, wait, no. No, I'm sorry. I clicked the wrong button. Sorry, Sar. Sorry, dude. Sorry, dude. I undid it. Sorry. All right, I'll make you a mod. All right. Okay, Sar, you have now been bequeathed with the power of moderation, okay? So here's what you do. Yeah, if you see anybody spamming the big blocks of emojis or the big blocks of text in general, like LOL, if you do anybody like that, you can ban them. But anything else, not really, no. That's the one thing, because the spam slows everything down because I can't read people's comments, and that's like the one thing that's not fair. So yeah, if you could do that, if you could keep, if you could keep track of that, that would be good. Thank you so much. You just got queefed. I think bequeathed. So yeah, thank you if you could help me out with that. He got the mod fruit. Yes. I think one should be good enough because now a lot of people are going to ask me for the mods. So yeah, and if you abuse your power, I can take it away and all that good stuff. But I think you'll be okay. All right, yeah. So this is like a bunch of little stick figures doing little jumps and like they're little stick figures if you look at them, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. All right. So what do we got in here? Got a bunch of green tissue paper. Don't read out loud. Okay. Then I will not do that. Yes. If there's ever a time when you don't want me to read an envelope or a letter or anything, make sure to send it to me. You can either write it on the envelope yourself, would probably be the safest bet, or at the top of the letter, make it like, don't read this on air, because some people leave it at the very bottom of the page. So I open up the envelope, read the whole letter, and at the very bottom it's, P.S., don't read this on air. I'm like, oh, well, ugh. So you know what I mean? But yeah, so this is not to be read on air, so that's fine. I'm going to open this tiny little one first. What's my opinion on psychedelics? I've never done any psychedelics. I have friends that have, and they seem to enjoy them. Oh, oh my god. Oh, wait. This is the one that has the... Hold on the side of it, I think it says socks, scarf, and sleeve. I think Maggie made berry-sized winter wear. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, hold on. Hold on, let me bring Barry up here a bit. Let me scoot this over a little bit. And let me bring Barry up here. Barry, not you. Actual Barry. The real Barry the Brick. All right, Barry's here. Okay, there's Barry. Let's see here. There's a bending scroll berry for his avatar. Okay. You should try ketamine. I just watched the episode of House the other day where he does ketamine, actually. All right, so this is a berry scarf. I have to go. So the wings are gonna cause a little problem here, but I'm gonna try to loop it. There we go. Hold on. This can kind of work, I think. I'm gonna have to go around here. Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, that's so cute. Hold on. Oh my god. There you go. Barry's got a scarf. Aww. It's the winter. Let's see here. Oh my god, that's so cute. What sword is that behind you? What sword is that behind me? This is the one that a fan sent me once and made it themselves. And it's based on a sword that another fan drew me on like a big picture right now. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so what else? What other Barry accessories do we have? We might have like a wool knit cap for Barry. Oh, we do. No, this is a, it's a sweater. It's a freaking Christmas sweater. Oh my god, that's even better. All right. It's elastic too, because didn't know the exact dimensions. I mean, the exact dimensions are brick. What are Barry's dimensions? Brick dimensions. There you go. Although bricks do have different dimensions and stuff. All right, let me see if I can put the sweater on Barry. Oh my god, this is great. Should have put the shirt on first. All right, Barry, I'm just gonna loop this. This is a very awkward way to put on a sweater for a brick. You ever put on a brick on a sweater? I can safely say that I've never done this in my life. But hey, I can add that to my list of accomplishments in life. Got my bachelor's degree in journalism. Got my YouTube play button back. Put a sweater on a brick. That was my those are my crowning achievements. Thank you so much, Maggie. Oh my god. Yeah, fun tack, by the way. They're held on by like putty, so they probably won't fall off, and I can tack them right back on. I could just make new wings, by the way, too, because yeah. Oh my god, Barry, you're getting so bundled up for the winter, buddy. This is a good day for him to be bundled up, by the way, because it is very, very windy outside. Very windy, very cold, and very, very, very icy. Okay. Yeah, lag. Sorry about that. There was a bit of a lag there. It gave me an error message. I think we dropped some... Yeah, we dropped a little bit of frames there. Sorry. Wow, there's a lot of spam today. Are we good? Are we back at it? I think we're good. I think we're back at it. Let me pause this over here so it doesn't take up more. Okay, got 1,600 viewers. Woo! All right, and we got one more pack here. This is, I think this is for me. They're wool. Yeah, these are a little bit too big for Barry's feet. But these are wool socks. Oh my god, they look. These are handmade. You can. Are these mittens? No, they're not mittens. These are socks. Yeah, I don't think these are mittens. Hi, everybody. They're a little bit oversized mittens. Yeah, no. Yeah, so these are socks for myself, and then a nice scarf and Christmas sweater combo for Barry. All handmade, I'm sure. Don't read this out loud. Yeah, so I can't read this out loud, but, this is the same person that sent me the Barry, mobile. The stained glass berries last time, like the chandelier of berries. Same person. So thank you so much, Maggie, for that. And I will read, there's a lot of I will read your letter later, because it seems to be a long letter, and you didn't want me to read it on air, so I will read your letter later. But just, I want to say thank you so much for the sweater, and the scarf, and the socks, and it's like, I understand this obviously took way longer to make, like everything else that you make for me, that you send to me, like the stained glass and everything. You know, I can't wait to have my own place, and I can put up, like, the one-piece stained glass thing on the wall or somewhere in the house, or the Barry mobile. The Barry mobile I have to be very careful with, because I don't want it to, like, collapse and fall, but, yeah. So, thank you so much for everything. I can't believe they managed to fit everything in this tiny little box, but, wow. Yeah, okay. So that's from Maggie from New Zealand. Thank you. And Barry, I'm just going to have you hang out there. Next up, we have this package. This is the standard Amazon gift wrapping. You look kind of like Kobe. Okay. One Piece D&D is way too entertaining. You guys are hilarious. I'm starting my own anime YouTube channel under the name Enlightening Anime. Hope we can do a video together one day. Thank you again for being you, Matt, from Thomas. Well, make sure to check out Enlightening Anime. New YouTube channel. The new anime YouTube channel on the block. And this one is... What was this one again? This is a box. It's a box in a wrapper. Hold on. There's other stuff in here. I think it's just paper, though. And this is... Oh, that's a... Okay, so that's the letter. And this is just... This is the same thing as on the tags. That's just the packing slip. Okay. So, I wonder what this is gonna be. Do not eat. Do not eat. Daddy Tekking. I actually just saw my dad last night, actually. That's where I went last night. I had to, my mom has obviously been going through a lot of pictures, and she's been cleaning the house out a lot recently. And, yeah, I'm gonna save this stream, don't worry. So, we found a bunch of pictures, like a huge stack of pictures from, you know, over the years, you know, since like the 70s, the 80s and everything. And so I found a bunch of my dad, and so I brought them down to his place, and I was talking to him about that. And he actually just, my dad is not a guy that like collects pictures or whatever, or does like photo album, like scrapbooking. My dad's not that kind of guy, but he texted me this morning. He's like, those pictures really brought me back. I think I'm going to start a photo album. And I'm like, he's 62. And I'm like, oh, that's good. That's a really wholesome moment from my dad. Because that's not something my dad would normally do, like scrapbooking or whatever. But yeah, anyway, so do not eat. Does that mean do not eat the bag or do not eat what's inside of it? You're not being very clear. All right. Thanks for your purchase, Amazon. That's just Amazon stuff. Okay. Oh, it's okay. It's felt. It's felt. It's a felt kit. All right. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm kind of flipping people off there. Sorry about that. Yeah. So it's a felt kit. So you got felt in various shapes, and you got little puffballs and googly eyes, and you got some more felt, and like little adhesive strips for the felt. That's awesome because I love crafting stuff. Even a little tube. Got a little tube. I love crafting stuff. I have a whole desk downstairs in my studio that is just devoted to crafting stuff and everything. And this would be very handy. You can see like little pictures, like you can craft like a little elephant or whatever, but you can make a bunch of stuff. When is that felt channel coming? When is the crafting channel coming? I don't know, but especially with Barry, I have to craft a lot of stuff for him. Like if I want Barry to have a funny hat or something he's wearing or something. Usually I use craft foam for a lot of stuff. But now I have a little kit and I can make stuff with that. What does my mom think about YouTubing? It pays the bills, it makes good money, and I'm doing what I love, so she supports it, yes. How's Undead Unluck going? I read like the first 10 chapters. I like it. I just kind of went away from it like I do with a lot of series, and I haven't gotten back into it yet. Got another lag, yeah. Oh, another lag. I think we got double lag. Hold on, let me, I was trying to lower the bitrate. I was thinking maybe I could get away with it, but... I mean, I was increasing the bitrate, and I was thinking I could get away with it, but it doesn't seem that is the case. So I'm going to drop the bitrate a bit here. Hopefully that'll help a smidge. All right, but anyway, thank you so much. Is that Thomas? Yes, thank you so much, Thomas. And Thomas's channel is Enlightening Anime, if you want to go check that out. So that's just the packing slip. Guys, remind me not to eat this. Remind me not to eat this package. Or the felt. Maybe it meant don't eat the felt. That felt did look, I mean, good source of fiber, right? I mean, yeah. Okay. So, that's just an ad. Okay, what's next? This box actually has a bunch of fan mail in it. So let's start with this. This is a manga that Allison sent me. How did that happen? I think maybe when I opened it, the paper got ripped, so sorry. Hey again, Allison from Texas. This time I got you the first volume of this breathtaking manga. The panels are beautiful. It's such a sweet manga with some darkness hanging out of sight. It needs love, from Allison. Well, thank you, Allison. And Allison sent me Witch Hat Atelier? Atelier? Is that how you pronounce that word? Did I actually pronounce a foreign word correct on my first try? Atelier. Is that correct? Please let me know. I feel so proud that I was able to actually pronounce that correctly. I hope I pronounced it correctly. No, Tekking, you dumbass. It's pronounced Atelier. You idiot. I'm like, damn. I tried. Oh, man. Nice. Darkness itself. No. Dang. I got it correct. I didn't get it correct. I'm getting yeses and nos. So proud. No, yeah, I'm getting yups. I'm getting yes. Yes, 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 yes. You correct. Yeah, yes, no, yes, no, yes. I'm getting more yeses than nos. That might just be people wanting me to feel like oh, let's just give it to him. It was close enough. Yeah, I am a weeb. I guess I am, yeah. Yeah. All right, so anyway, yeah, Witch Hat Atelier. Meet young Coco, curious and bright and desperate to learn how magics rot, but witches keep their secrets hidden tight, and witches, Coco knows, are born, not taught. Then one day Coco spies upon a witch as he prepares the charms for which she yearns. And sees that, like her skill with thread and stitch, the truth is magic's something she can learn. Now with this knowledge, Coco starts to try to teach herself the witch's ways with charms, and yet her aspirations go awry. As Coco's magic causes grievous harm, to set things right, Coco leaves home and begins the tale within this tome. Oh, that's cool. I feel like that should have been said or read more in a rhyme kind of fashion, and I feel like I kind of butchered that. But anyway, yeah, it's a cool little manga here about a girl that learns magic, and she dabbles with things that are beyond her comprehension, and I don't know, maybe summons a demon lord or something, and then she has to go and save the world. Okay, that's fair enough. But yeah, it looks really good. Witch Hat Atelier. So I will check that out. But thank you so much, Allison, for that manga. And these are the packing slips, and that's the letter. I will tape that up later. And then that's just the, yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm going to put that over here for now. And then here's another one. I think it's also from Allison. It came in the same box anyway. Oh, wait, did I already open these? No. No, this is new. This is new. I put letters in... I try to organize by putting letters in packages, and these are the ones I already opened last time. Yeah, because I remember this one. I remember the ones with the seals and stuff. Sorry for the spam Tekking. I can only time people out. That's fine. That's fine. Do what you need to do. That's okay. Devil fruit figure soon. It's kind of expensive. Oh, well, you know... I was looking, when I was doing that 4th Devil Fruit video yesterday, I was looking on Google, and I saw a lot of people sculpting their own Devil Fruits, and they look really good. But yeah. 600k live stream? Yeah, when we hit 600k, we will definitely have a live stream for that on monumental occasion. So look forward to that. It'll probably happen in the next 2 months. Probably, maybe by the end of February. I'm probably aiming more toward March on that one, though. I am up on subs again. I was down on subs for a lot of 2020. It was kind of like 6, 7 a month, and now I'm up to like, I think almost 10 again. 10 is kind of like a standard. I could show you my sword collection, but they're all downstairs, and I can't bring them all upstairs right now, because my mom is currently wet vacuuming our carpet in the living room. Anyway, this one, I believe, is also from Allison, probably. Yes. Okay, gosh, what do I say about this series? It's an isekai, but so different from the norm. It's hilarious, and the main character is such an ass, but you'll love him. It's just awesome. Give it a whirl, from Allison. And I didn't rip that one apart, thankfully. And that's just an envelope. And this one we have The Dungeon of Black Company. Pretty cool name, and seems to be kind of like we have a guy that's like mining rock while a dragon demon tiefling looking girl is like clinging onto his back. So harem story, I don't know, but you know, Dungeon of Black Company, and the artwork looks great. So I think I'm gonna enjoy this. I suppose it kind of reminds me a little. I mean, it's an isekai, so it reminds me of like what's a good fantasy isekai that gets sent into like a Dungeons and Dragons kind of world? I was gonna say Goblin Slayer, but that's not really an isekai. Shield Hero. Yeah, let's go with Shield Hero. It reminds me of that. Yeah, I will check this out later. Thank you so much, Allison. Let's read the thing here. Get rich or die trying. Kinji had it made. A swank apartment, a real estate empire, and enough cash to lounge around living the good life. Okay, so already that's kind of different than a lot of isekais, because most isekais are like, you know, teenage kid, doesn't have a job or works at a convenience store, and then he goes home one night, he falls asleep, and he wakes up in Mordor. That's basically, you know, a lot of isekais. After a freak magical accident, is there any normal kind of magical accident? After a standard magical incident, he washes up in another world, all but enslaved by a crooked corporation. In a fantastical land where money is everything, there's only one way for an earthling to get ahead, by making your fortune by any means necessary. Dragons, goblins, and the occasional dubious potion won't stop Kinji's quest for the world's biggest bank account. The black company is open for business. So that's an interesting spin on the isekai, where it's not about, like, defeating the demon lord or trying to get back to your world. It's, like, literally, like, I need enough money to live. You know, it's like when I was doing the One Piece isekai, it's like, if you just get dumped off in the middle of the South Blue without a berry to your name, you're probably just gonna die, because it's like, you know, well, you have no way to pay for lodging or food. So I gave people, like, you know, like 1,000,000 berries when you started as, like, something to work with, right? But yeah, okay, so that's the Dungeon of the Black Company. That's an interesting spin on the isekai genre. Thank you again, Allison. Let's see here. Midoriya is a warlock of All Might. Change my mind. No, he 100% is a warlock of All Might. By the way, I want to show you... I gotta show you a map that I'm working on, making my own geography. So that'll be fun. I was doing some incarnate stuff the other day. Okay, so next, though, we have this from... This is just the name of the company, so maybe there's a letter inside here. Yes, there is. Okay. And this is from Thomas again. Thomas. All right. Hey, Matt, here are some gifts for you this holiday season. You can make Sock Puppet Theater a little funnier. Also a hoodie for the cold season. Hope it fits. I owe my love of One Piece to you. Thank you so much, from Thomas. All right. So we got this picture. Well, not this picture. It's a t-shirt here. Or is it a hoodie? It's a hoodie. It is a One Piece hoodie of Luffy in Gear 4th. And it's on the back. It's even... Check that shit out. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Gear 4th. I kind of like saying it in that way because, you know, Gear 4th, whatever, it's cool. But the way he says it in Japanese is like Gear Force, which even sounds cooler, right? So there's Gear 4th. Luffy. Let me try this on really quick. Packaging here. Worst arc in One Piece? The one that I like the least is probably Long Ring Longland. It's a little bit big, I think, on me, but you're my favorite YouTuber. Well, thank you. My hair is ridiculous. Okay, here we go. Well, this is a bit baggy on me. But, hi everybody! Gear Force! Alright, so, hi! Don't feel bad because, getting stuff that actually fits me is a problem that I have quite a bit, because people have, you look like a boxer. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Yeah, so you know how it goes, right? Yeah. A lot of times I'll go to buy a shirt and it'll be a medium and it'll be way too big on me. And then other times I'll buy a medium, it'll be the perfect size. And same thing with small. Sometimes I'll buy a small shirt that is so tight on me I can't even breathe. And other times it fits even kind of bigger than a medium. Because every company has a different idea of what small and medium is. And I'm right in this weird kind of like nexus space. Whatever. Look at this gamer. Yep. I just finished playing. I got the Super Mario 3D collection on Switch, and I just finished playing Super Mario Sunshine, which was my favorite Mario game growing up. And I was blown away. It was finally on Switch. It was unbelievable. And there was also Galaxy and the original 64. I would probably say I'm not a huge fan of Galaxy. I tried playing it on the Wii when it first came out, but maybe just because the Wii's controllers were awkward, especially in this tiny little room. I didn't like Galaxy very much, and then 64 I remember playing when I was a little kid, because my aunt was dating a guy named Carrie, and they actually got married for a little while. They were like high school sweethearts, but they ended up getting divorced. But he was the one that really introduced me to video games. Because he was like, he was like in his early 20s, and he had a Super Nintendo that he let me have. So my first gaming system was because of him. He gave me a Super Nintendo, and then he gave me, I don't think he gave me an NES. He gave me an original NES too. And he also had an N64 and a PlayStation. And I remember I first played Super Mario 64 and also, not Star Fox, but Crash Bandicoot on the PlayStation. So I remember playing those games with him growing up, and so that was a lot of fun. So anyway, yeah. So thank you so much, Thomas, for the badass Gear Forsu hoodie. Epic gamer move, Carrie. That's right. I actually don't know what happened to him, because him and my aunt got divorced in like 2006. And I remember their house that they lived in briefly, and we had like a New Year's party there one year. And then they got divorced, and I have no idea what happened with him or where he's even at right now. But thank you, Carrie, for getting me into video games and Mario and everything. I do need to make another Attack on Titan video, big time, absolutely. But yeah, moving on here. This one is from Taylor, and I think this one came yesterday, if I remember correctly. Yes. This is... Okay. Yeah, this is from Taylor from Nebraska. It said NE, and I'm like, New England? New England doesn't have an abbreviation like that. From Nebraska. All right. Tekking, I've got a lot of talents. Reading, gaming, math, home economics, cooking, sewing, crocheting, cooking, cleaning. Oh, okay, I think you repeated a few of those, but okay. But spelling and handwriting are not my taste, or not my talents, so please excuse them. That is okay. Mine's not that good either. Dear Tekking, hold on, let me just check to make sure. At the very end here. Yeah, okay. Let's see here. Okay. Dear Tekking, hey, it's me again. My name is Taylor, and I have sent you a couple of letters before. I can't believe how time has flown. It's been 8 or 9 years since I started One Piece, and about 4 years since I started watching your videos. Though I must confess, you are slacking this past year. Wait, hold on. Though I must confess to slacking this past year, I am currently in a book reading phase, and I've read 300 plus in 2020. 300 books? Holy crap, dude. I've read the Harry Potter series this year in 2020, and I read like 2 other books. So I've read like 9 books this year, okay? 300, jeez. I'm already up to 33 this year. My trusty Kindle is keeping count. Sorry to brag, but I'm proud of my my powers. Now, I'm sure you are wondering about the drawing I included. Yes, there are several drawings here. Let me show you these. So we have, first one, a Nami crying at Arlong Park, the scene at Arlong Park. Luffy, help me. And that's really good. The tears coming down her face are very, like popping, very vibrant there. It's a very, very impactful piece there. And then we have Shirahoshi, looking very somber in this picture. We have Shirahoshi. I like the detail on all the scales and everything. That's cool. And then we have, this is a scene where, this is where Caesar stabs what he thinks is, I think, Law's or Smoker's heart, but it's actually Monet's heart. So, poor Monet there, getting stabbed by Caesar. Then we have, I'm guessing this is probably some type of OC involving Ace. Yeah, that's because I don't recognize that character, though I could be wrong. Might be his type of OC character. And then we have a Sanji and Rebecca drawing that Taylor drew on a little pier in a starlit sky. Okay. Let's see here. I look at the picture and I draw it freehand. Now the pairing ones took a bit more effort, as I would pull up two pictures and combine them. I sent you Caesar done in chalk. That was a fun experiment. Oh, that's awesome. That was done in chalk. That is cool, man. All right. Shirahoshi and Crying Nami are two of my faves. Was that Tashigi? Is that Tashigi in Ace? Hold on. Yeah, that might have been Tashigi. Okay, I think, yeah. I don't know. I'm always used to Tashigi having a sword, but that might be Tashigi. Also, I like the extra detail of the heart being like the beads of Ace's necklace. That is pretty nice. Yeah. Shirahoshi and Crying Nami are two of my best. And finally, the last two were special requests from some friends of mine. I'd like to explain that next. That's why I'm sending you these two. Did I ever tell you why I started to watch your channel? I got into One Piece because of my sisters. They told me, Tay, you never watched this show. There's an awesome chef character. I, the aspiring chef, eventually relented and ended up watching One Piece, but disliking Sanji. So Sanji was actually my favorite character when I was watching One Piece the first time through, like the 4Kids era, even with the David Moo accent, which wasn't David Moo's fault, because 4Kids told him to do that. But he's like, hey there, Nami, I'm Sanji from Brooklyn. You know, like that voice. I still like Sanji. I liked his character design. I liked the way he fought and everything. Even if they made him suck on that lollipop constantly, I really liked his character. So, yeah. But anyway, well, my sister stopped caring about One Piece and I wanted to discuss chapters and events. 4 years ago, my solution was Anatube. 8 years ago, when I did these drawings, it was on Facebook. I ended up joining the Straw Hats Facebook page as the admin, Boa Hancock. Oh, that's cool. I made friends with other admins. See, that's the thing. The thing about internet is just like when I was in high school, you know, social media was just kind of getting started. Because when I was in middle school going into high school, it was like MySpace was like the main social media like websites. You know, Facebook. When did Facebook go live? I feel like it was 2007. But it might have been before that. It might, because remember, like, YouTube came out in 2005, but I didn't really know anybody that actually talked about it until getting into late 2006, early 2007. Like, I did not first hear about YouTube until, like, late 06, early 07, but it had been out for, like, a year and a half at that point. So it's, like, when the website is released and when it actually catches on, because websites aren't necessarily going to catch on right away. Oh no, it was definitely popular before 2011 because all throughout high school, I would say 2009 was when like everybody I knew in high school had a Facebook page, and I think that's when I opened my Facebook page. Facebook was that you're saying 2004. I don't remember anybody talking about Facebook in 2004 or 2005. No, YouTube was in 2005. February 2005 is when YouTube first launched. I know that for a fact, because I work there. But, yeah, that makes sense. But, yeah, because I think also, wasn't Facebook, like, something limited to, like, colleges at first, like a college server, and then Zuckerberg took it? Yeah, I never watched The Social Network, or whatever, but, yeah. But at any rate, yeah. I mean, at that time, if you were into One Piece or any anime and you didn't have friends that liked it, social media, there you go. I got really close to Tashigi. Okay, so that was Tashigi. And Caesar Clown, CC-chan. We were always goofing around in chat, CC-chan offering candy and Tashigi telling off. That's funny. I am sharing all of this because Tashigi recently lost her battle with cancer. Oh, this is not Tashigi the character, Tashigi as the mod or someone that worked on the Facebook fan page. I'm so sorry. I just recently lost my grandmother to cancer, and like we were driving back from the viewing, and my mom just kind of like is in the car with me, and my mom's just like, it was quiet for like 5 minutes, and my mom is just like, cancer like fucking sucks. And I'm like, yeah, it does, right? You know, and I'm like, I didn't say it, like I didn't shout it, but I'm like, yeah, it does. So yeah, it's rough, but yeah, I'm sorry for your friend, and I was hoping you would help me honor her. This is for Tashigi or Shigi, as on the Facebook fan page. Please share the Ace and Tashigi picture with the world. Tashigi, my nakama, thank you for loving me as I loved you. Thank you for being there for my failed flirting and my discovery of Olivia by One Direction. Your other observation, thank you for the laughs and the tears. And thank you, Tekking. Taylor. P.S. My favorite thing to draw and color are boobs. Well, I mean, they're boobs. And they are just so fun and round. Yeah, that's true. They are fun and round, yes. Hence all of the Robin figures I have. But yeah, I'm sorry for your friend. I really am. I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4 family members to cancer. And I don't really know what I can really say about that. It's just cancer sucks, and there's a lot of it. And that's why I did the charity streams for St. Jude to help out with childhood cancers. And my cousin Kara Crawford, she passed away from leukemia. It's rough, but thank you for the nice letter. Thank you for the drawings. I'll show the Tashigi and Ace one more time, because that's really nice. I'm sorry I didn't recognize her right away. I'm so used to Tashigi having the swords on her side. But yes, that is Tashigi and Ace there. That's nice. Okay. So what do we have next? We have, put that over there. And these are all letters. This is a packing slip. This is a packing slip. All right, I got to tape that up. Okay. Yeah, life is hard. Yeah. But it's getting a little better. It's been, today's what, Tuesday? It's been about 2 weeks. She passed on the 11th. So it's getting a little easier. Like I said, my mom's been going through a lot of pictures this past week and just remembering everything. And she's taken time off work, obviously. And yeah, it's rough. But my grandmother, the cancer she had was like brain cancer. And it was eating its way through the rest of her body. And it was just at a point where it's like, we're just glad she's not in any pain anymore, because that was, not to bring down the mood, I apologize, because I have to go back to the fan mail in a second, but she was not looking good for the last week of her life, and it was fortunate at least that she doesn't have to be in that state of pain anymore, because that was really rough to see. But I'm glad we got to see her, because with COVID and everything, there's some cases where just nursing homes just won't let you see them, and this one that she was in let us go see her. We had to get all the there's the gowns and the gloves and the masks, like the super tight masks, like you take them off and it's like embedded in your skin, and the face shields and everything. But I'm glad we got to see her. But anyway, yeah, let's get back to this, because we only have a few left. This is from nobody, or at least I'm sure it'll probably have a, well, no. It's from California, but I don't have a name on the packing slip, and I don't think it came with a letter. But this is a Burn the Witch shirt, which is awesome. Burn the Witch. I just got this, I think, yesterday or the day before that. Not the day before that, because that was Sunday, but I think yesterday or Saturday. That's pretty cool. So we got Noelle and Nina there. I know her name's not Nina, but it's just easier for me to say her name is Nina. And they're riding on their little broom buggies there, and that's pretty cool. We got a Burn the Witch shirt. Whenever I do that Bleach podcast, maybe there will be a crossover OVA between Bleach and Burn the Witch. Hey, they're bringing Bleach back. Burn the Witch has been successful. Just have an OVA episode where they all meet each other. Why not, right? Like East and West Branch work together on an option. They take place in the same universe. You don't even have to do a thing like Rave Master and Fairy Tail where it's like, oh, they're just here now. It's like they're cross dimensions. Marshall and Wordsworth. Yeah, I love the name Wordsworth. It's great. I love that name. I will name my child Wordsworth. I will not name my child Wordsworth. This is a nice postcard from Emily. The same person from earlier, I believe. The same person that sent me the sexy Robin figurine. I've been watching your show for years. Oh, by the way, here's the postcard. Postcard is chapter 310, which a lot of people will reference is actually the time where you actually get to see the Kozuki symbol right there. See that? So you get the Kozuki symbol there, and a lot of references to Wano, like 600 chapters before Wano happens. So that's pretty cool. Oda's writing style. I've been watching your show for years, and I absolutely love your style and unabashed, passionate personality. I've sent two gifts already. The brick shirt. Did I get a brick shirt from anybody? I hope I have a Brick shirt. I don't remember getting a Brick shirt. And 2 Robin figures without a sender. Yes, that Robin figure, there's another one I have that's downstairs. But it was behind a bunch of boxes. I think it's the same one, just in a different color scheme. You really helped me get into One Piece. It seemed very daunting at first with over 500 episodes at the time. Thanks for helping me get through 2020. Sincerely yours, Emily. So thank you so much, Emily. I hope I have that shirt in here, or it's downstairs somewhere. See, the thing is, so I got presents for Christmas, right? And I put all those presents, like, because we didn't have room for them, I kind of put them in my room, my studio room. So now, on top of all my fan mail, I also have all those boxes in there. So there is really, like, no space in that room now. The only spaces left is just the little gap of space for me to, like, actually stand and do the review. And, like, barely enough space for my camera tripod, and that's it. I am actually looking into ordering a like a storage like unit, like a garage unit or something to keep all my stuff in, because this is getting ridiculous. You should get a bunch of berries and just build a house. Well, I have to buy a brick house now, absolutely. But anyway, thank you so much for the Robin figures. Yes, I have another one downstairs, and I hope I have this brick shirt that you mentioned, and the 2 Robin figures without a senders. Oh, wait. Oh, no. One's a pre-order that's coming around June. Okay, so I have so many sexy Robin figures, I'm losing track of them. Because I think you sent me one. I'm getting another one from you. And then I have another one coming. Matt, just move. It's not that easy. I need a house. And it's hard to find one that's, like, you know, in the area where I live, because they don't pop up for sale very often. But even if I do get my own place, I'm probably still going to get a storage unit, because I need a place to keep all this stuff. Yeah. Nice idea for a giveaway. Yeah. All right, so what's this? This is from Reindeer Gifts Incorporated. And this is a Straw Hat mouse pad. Not like the Straw Hat mouse pads we got last time, which were Nami and Pudding and Robin's boobs. No, Reiju. I think we got the Reiju boob mouse pad with, like, the wrist support. You know? This is just a standard... There are still boobs present, but this is just a standard one-piece mouse pad. I don't know if I'm going to use it here. I might. See, the thing is with Barry, for so long, Barry I just put on my mouse pad and it all scuffed up and ripped it, so I had to get a new mouse pad. That's why you always see me putting this coaster under Barry, this little rubber coaster, so he doesn't, like, you know, rip up my mouse pad. And so I don't necessarily want to, you know, scuff and rip this up, but thank you so much. And I don't know who sent this one. This one I think was just sent by, yeah, Reindeer Gifts Fulfillment Center. So it's in Texas. So thank you to the good people at Reindeer Gifts Fulfillment Center located in Texas. But beyond that, I don't know who actually sent me this. But whoever sent me this, thank you. Barry looks so cute. He looks adorable, doesn't he? Yeah, hold on, let me put the hat on. There we go. He's all bundled up. I have not watched Jujutsu Kaisen yet. I get asked that a lot. I get and I need to get into it. All right. Okay, this is what was originally in the box. I'm going to open this up first. This is from, I think this is the one with the, yeah, so this is my fan, Evan. And he sent me a previous card with his little puppy, Charmy, who doesn't look like a puppy anymore. Looks much bigger as a German Shepherd. So Evan actually sent me a card a while back and had him and his little puppy there. And so I like that he's, you know, like, okay, here's a few months later, the dog is getting bigger. That's great. Dear Tekking101, this was, oh, he even wrote down the time. This is great. Thank you, Evan. Time is everything. December 10th, 2020 at exactly 10:23 a.m. Howdy. Howdy. I hope your holidays are going well. I sent you and Duchess a dog card earlier this year and wanted to keep the streak alive with a holiday card. Your channel has gotten me into a lot of anime and manga, and I appreciate you for that. This year, I read Vinland Saga, Dr. Stone, Mashal, and just starting Chainsaw Man. Dr. Stone, that's me! Hey, Evan, how you doing, man? Take care of your dog. We all love our dogs. Duchess is, she's in a phase where she doesn't like to eat now. She's in a phase where she really is like a duchess, where she's just like, I only demand the finest rices and chickens and eggs. And she's not, like, sick. She's fine. We'll give her dog food with some chicken or tuna, and she'll go into her dog food and just pick out the food, like the tuna or the chicken or whatever, and just leave the dog food and then leave. She is a duchess. She is like, I am royalty. I demand the finest. Oh, my God. And then if we don't give her the finest food, she just doesn't eat. And she's just like, fine, I'm not eating. You know, that dog food you spent $25 on? Foof. My regal palate. But we love her. This year, I read Vinland Saga, Dr. Stone, Mashal, and just starting Chainsaw Man. Dr. Stone, chapter 95, actually scared me a little bit. I think that's one of the ones where you find out about why, man. So, yeah, that's fair. Also, I had a Mashal question. Have we met, or are you excited for the Severus Snape type character? Have we met the Severus Snape type character? We've met a few of the professors in the school at Easton that are really, like, dicks to Mashal. But I don't think we've met anyone that's, like, relevant enough to be a Severus Snape. But maybe soon. Thanks to you and your fans, plus Duchess, from Evan. So thank you, Evan, for that awesome picture, and you got Charmy there, your little puppy, with the Santa hat on. Duchess is like that, too. Duchess, we can put... She's very persnickety with her food, but she does wear funny hats, and, like, we'll put Easter, like, bunny ears on her for Easter, and, like, a little witch's hat for Halloween, and she's really photogenic. Like, we can take pictures of her all the time, and she's fine with that, but she's very, very picky with her food. And so she's been doing that. But, you know, thank you, Evan. Means a lot, man. All right, so, okay, now, this box is empty because the thing that I got, I actually had to fix. Hold on a second. This is from, cannot pronounce that name. Hold on. Oh, I want to say Melissa, but... Hold on. Melissa. Okay, good. We're right. All right, then. And Melissa is from Nebraska again. NE. NE is Nebraska, right? Okay. Anyway, inspired by One Piece D&D, I hope you like it. Melissa. Careful. Clay model. Yes, it is. Hold on a second. It's up here. So. Oh, we got another. Oh, thank you, Sar. All right. Whoa. Okay. Now. Yeah, NE is Nebraska. Okay. So, or the Netherlands. Could be the Netherlands. Maybe it's the Netherlands. I'm not sure. Okay. So here's the deal. I got this in the mail. It even says on the packaging, don't shake. Okay, well, I can tell you right now, it got shook a lot. And Melissa did her best when it comes to, like, packaging it, bubble wrap, bubble tape, not bubble tape is bubble gum, bubble wrap, it was very well packaged. It's just, I think this thing was so damn delicate that being shipped anywhere, like, I want to, you know, if I was going to ship this to someone, and you'll see who I would ship it to in a second, I wouldn't be able to, because it would just break apart again, okay? So if anybody that's watched One Piece D&D, you should know about Spooky's character, Verona, and Verona has the ability to animate certain objects with his devil fruit. Yeah. So I present to you the cocaine grenade from One Piece D&D, made out of clay. The cocaine grenade. And I got this in the mail. The figure was completely off of the platform. This wire was broken off. You can see the top here, the seam of the back of the grenade, that fell off. One of the arms was just about ready to fall off. It was shifting. It was cracked very bad. And the foot also was cracked very bad. You can see the cracked foot. So I got this piece in the mail, and it was all broken up. And I felt so bad because, you know, Melissa worked so damn hard on this clay sculpture here. I shared it in the One Piece D&D. We have like a One Piece D&D group on Twitter that we post into, just me and the other guys. And so I shared this, and Spooky loves it. Everybody loves it. It's amazing. And I will be showing this off tomorrow when we do One Piece D&D on Wednesday. I believe it's Wednesday this week. It should be tomorrow. So I'll be showing this off here as well, off there as well. But so I very, very, very carefully pieced this back together as best as I could. I primarily used this super glue, this Gorilla glue, and what I like about this stuff is not only is it a drip, it also has like the little brush. So I used this stuff, and it took me a few hours to make it all perfect. I tried to glue it to the base, but it just wasn't sticking, so I had to use, I used putty. I used Fun Tack for that. So you can see the blue, you can see the Fun Tack I had to use, but it works. I had to glue the metal wire back onto the back. I glued this back on. That actually stayed. I'm surprised that that stayed on. And I also patched up the foot and patched up the left arm, which was about ready to fall off. Thankfully, that Gorilla Glue worked really well. It worked wonders. So, thank you so much, Melissa. This is a very delicate piece. I've received a lot of delicate clay work and stuff over the years, but I think this is probably one of the most delicate just because of the way it's sculptured, obviously. You know, there's a lot of loose pieces in the hands and stuff that could easily break if it falls down. So, yeah, I will keep this up on my shelf where nothing can hit it. And I will have to be very careful whenever I move it around. But yes, I had to piece it back together, but I'm glad I was able to, because I'm not a crafty kind of guy. I don't do clay work or whatever. I'm not usually how that... I'm sure there might be an easier way to make it, like if I actually molded clay and maybe somehow fired it again. I'm not sure, but yeah, thank you so much, Melissa, for that. I'm going to set the cocaine grenade right there. So I'm going to move Barry down here so you can see the cocaine grenade. Hey there, Verona, how you doing? Yeah, so there you go. All right, and with that being said, I think that's everything. I don't know. I'm going to have to go downstairs and look again for that brick shirt, but I'm thinking I looked through everything I had. I know I had that other Robin figure, but that might have been from before. But yeah, thanks to everybody that sent me everything. Thanks to Emily and Thomas, Allison, Taylor. I think I can actually remember all your names this time. Melissa, Evan. If I'm forgetting any of your names off the top of my head, I'm sorry, but I think I remembered everybody because I got a lot of packages, but a lot of them were from more than one the same person. So thank you so much to everybody sending me stuff. Let's see. Talk more! I am going to talk more, although I am getting really hungry now, so I'm going to probably be ending this soon. I'm going to move this cocaine grenade back to on top of my shelf, where I can't accidentally knock it down, or Barry can hit it. Aw, man. The cocaine grenade! Alright. There you go, Barry. Oh, alright. Who are you voting for on the One Piece character poll? I actually have not voted on it as much as you probably think that I probably would have. But I voted for Robin quite a bit. I voted for Sanji and Frankie. I voted for Morgan's a few times because of Roger's thing. And he got actually Morgan's #1, I think, in Oceania. So that was cool. So, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it's hard to not watch Attack on Titan and feel bad for the Marleyans a little bit. Both sides, like, think about what Shunsui said in Bleach. Like, when both sides go to war, it's not good, no matter which side instigated it. Like, war is never good. And this is what it looks like. Let's see. Barry doesn't like competing for the spot. Don't worry, Barry. Your spot is adamant. Do you remember a day when I didn't talk to a brick? Remember like, it's weird. And you go back and watch some of my earlier videos, not even like my super early videos, just like stuff from like 3 years ago. And it's like, it's so weird to not have a Barry next to him. Because I remember back in the day, I used to have nothing here. I had to always think about what am I going to put here. And I would always put like a pop figure or something relating to like the Tonko bonds or something. But Barry just filled that void perfectly. So now I never have to worry about putting something here. This is Barry's spot, you know? Yeah. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys something that I started to do this week. As we're nearing month 10 of, actually, no, we've passed up month 10 of quarantine, of COVID. And with COVID getting progressively worse in especially my area, haven't really gone much of anywhere in the past few months. And so I started digging around my room in the last week, and I've shown you guys this before, but I want to show you again because I have something here. Okay. So, who here is familiar with the website called Incarnate? It's the website that you can use to make it's primarily used to make D&D maps. I mean, you can make any kind of fantasy map for anything. It doesn't have to be for D&D, but it's a fantasy map building website. I've got COVID right now. I'm sorry, man. My uncle had it for a while. He lives in Ohio, though, and he doesn't have it anymore, but he still doesn't really have his sense of taste. Like, my Uncle Dave was eating horseradish, like ham and horseradish, and he's like eating it. He's like, I can taste it for like 5 seconds, and then it just goes away. And I'm like, oh god. But anyway, you've heard of it. I've heard of it. Dude, your content saved me from COVID. During COVID, I was like, how does my content save you from COVID? Like, oh man, I thought I had COVID, then I watched Tekking and I was cured. I'm like, oh man, that would have been cool. But no, yeah, like during COVID, yeah. But anyway, yeah, what's the website's name again? Incarnate. So I-N-K. Hold on, let me double check. I think it's I-N-K K-A-R-N-A-T-E. No, it's just I-N-K, 1K. I-N-K-A-R-N-A-T-E. Yes. So that's Incarnate. Okay. So it's a fantasy map building website, and you have to, I think you have to, there's like a trial period, but then you have to pay for it. It's actually not that expensive. It's like $25 for the year. So, $25 for a whole year, that's actually pretty good. It depends on how much you game and how much you play D&D and how often you make fantasy maps or whatever, right? Like, if you don't do it a lot, then it's not worth it, but, So I went ahead and I got the pro package and whatever, and so it's also the map that Rustage uses to make the maps in D&D, in our One Piece D&D. That's what he uses. It's an amazing website. I love it. And so, I found this. So, I've shown this before. This is my fantasy map that I made when I was like 15 years old. Maybe 14 years old. It was a while ago. And yes, now that I look at this from a new angle, that left continent over here does look like a sex toy. So, yeah, that... I don't really know. I didn't aim on that, but I was like 14, 15 at the time. Anyway, this is my little fantasy map that I made when I was like 14 years old. Because we've all done that, right? And I remember the day that I made this. It was probably, I think it was in the winter. So there was like, I couldn't go outside and do anything. So I was inside one day, and I was on my bed right here, and I was just drawing this map with like a boatload of markers next to me, and you can see how many markers I went through. Just the ocean alone is like 4 different shades of blue. And that's a plumbus. Yeah, that's a plumbus, right? Anyway, so I made this fantasy map, right? And I mean, the names of the continents and everything are very generic. Like, this is just the sun continent. This is the desert continent. This is the jungle continent, right? This is the snow continent. This is the tundra continent. This is the ice continent. This is the grass continent. I ripped off so much from anime, like that's like a reference from Naruto right there. Naruto, Bleach, One Piece, RuneScape, because I was a big RuneScape fan there. Let's see, what else did I rip off in here? The Serpent Isles. I think that's an Ultima reference. The Spiral Islands. The Lost Sea. The Spiritual Ocean. I named an ocean Spiritual Ocean. Okay, I know that a lot of people say I'm cringe, but come on. 15-year-old Tekking, that was cringe, alright? Spiritual Ocean. God damn. I'm an idiot. But okay. I still play RuneScape. I just got done playing RuneScape for like 2 months straight. I played it all of November and all of December. I got back into RuneScape. I kind of stopped playing it. I kind of hit a level cap where I'm like, all right. It's either I spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and days working on my mining skill or my agility skill to get it to the point where I need to get it to finish quests, or I just kind of stop here. So I kind of just stopped there. But I was really into it for the last 2 months. But anyway, so I made this map, right? And I could never throw it away, because even though it's cringe, and even though so much of it is just like this is a reference to Avatar, the bending straight, I had it, and it was on the back of my, it was behind my little dresser over there for years. I've taken it out, and I've showed it to you guys before a few times. 90%, I'm 90 plus in all skills. Good job, man, good job. Anyway, so, Incarnate. I have Incarnate, and I'm thinking, man, I was cleaning out the other day, and I found this, and I'm thinking, man, this would be pretty damn cool to take this and update it as a map, like with actual modern equipment. And I did that. And so I want to show you now my map, the land of Terrain. So there we go. There we go. That's my little map. That's my upgraded map. And I changed the right continent a little, the eastern continent around a little bit, so it no longer looks like a Plumbus sex toy. So that's good. I've been working on this for like the last 4 days. Yeah. And I am probably going to use this whenever, once again, the world goes back to a semi-normal state. And if I ever need to make a D&D campaign, then I will go ahead and I will probably use this. Now, looking at this, yes, Apatal is literally RuneScape, because that is my favorite location in RuneScape. I'm putting it on the goddamn map. I don't care. Luna Island is also taken from RuneScape. I don't care, because the guy that taught me how to do RuneScape, the guy that was our first DM that actually showed us how to play the game and DMing and stuff, one of the first pieces of advice he gave to me, and I remember this, was like, don't be afraid to like take things from other works of fiction. It's just like, because it's your world. If you want to take something and bend it around or keep it the same, that's fine. I don't care. I love Apatal. It's going on the map, all right? And I'll twist it around a little bit. It won't be the exact same thing, but yeah, I wanted to keep Apatal on there, definitely. So, a lot of this stuff on here, you can tell I obviously focused on the, what's called the Sun continent there for a little while. And so that was kind of what I was mainly focusing on there. I had the first D&D campaign I ever did, I made these little, I just kind of made stuff up, like, because it's D&D, right? And I'm like, you guys are in the town of White Ridge, and there are 3 quests that you can go on, and one was in a mountain range, and one was on, like, was by a fishing village, and one of them was in the country. And so that was the first campaign I ever did, and so I just kind of made up this world. I didn't really think of anything. It wasn't based on this. I just, like, made a capital city and then made 3 other locations. And it was so cool to finally take those locations and put them on the map. So, White Ridge is the one right in the center of this continent where I have everything laid out. That's White Ridge. That's the capital. And it's called White Ridge because there's a giant white mountain behind it called Sunspike. And then so to the east, there are these mountains called the Arnor Mountains, which I took a reference from, that's just Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Arnor mountain range. And so there's a quest there. And then down here is Moonglow. Down at the Gulf there's a fishing village called Moonglow, which is another focus on the quest. And then there's a tiny little village to the west of White Ridge called Ashdale. And that was the country village in the quest. And so that was really cool. Also, because I was playing Super Mario Sunshine, I threw Isle Delfino on here. Isle Delfino, which is just going to be like a tropical, like, paradise kind of thing. Yeah. The Green Line, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to keep that name, though. I wanted to have this whole area down here next to the Dry Wilds. That's like a big, like, shipping and, like, spice trade route is what I wanted. Like, this is a continent that is mostly desert and, like, grassland and dry grasslands and stuff. But there's this one green... I was also going to call it the Green Belt. Not sure. The Green Belt, the Green Strait. I went with the Green Line because of One Piece. High West is also on here, too. But anyway, so, anyway. So, it's like a trading commerce area where these cities all trade with each other and everything, and then there's this desert. So anyway, and then there's up here is this elfin, the Elf continent up at the top here. And so there's that. And then I kind of ran out of space that was what's on here, and so I did this. So this is going to be the full world map, and I still need to do, a southern portion of it, because you can see that ice continent at the bottom, it kind of cuts off. So I'm going to have a southern map. I don't know if I'm going to do a northern map, maybe, and get the perspective down and everything. And so that's the eastern lands of what I'm going to do here, you know, because I kind of also took inspiration a lot from George R.R. Martin from Game of Thrones, because what he does is you have like Westeros and Essos and also Sophos, which are like a little bit are like the main areas where everything Game of Thrones happens, but beyond Essos, there's like a whole other map. Like there's a whole book you can get, the maps of Game of Thrones, and it goes all clear over to like the Shadowlands of Asai, and it's like a whole other fucking map beyond what's in Game of Thrones. Is there a Wano reference? There will be. So this country right here, the one that's like connecting the maps, the one that's like right in the middle, that's like right next to the Elf continent and everything, that kind of like is cut between the two maps, that's going to be my Japan Wano country area. I'm going to add a few more islands to it, though, too, because, you know, Japan is very much an archipelago broken up into islands. Yes, Apatal is from RuneScape. I ripped that directly from RuneScape. I also am using Luna Island and Mire Ditch. I'm also using the Vampire City from that as well, because they're awesome concepts, and I'm going to use them in my D&D. If I ever get to the point where I can actually DM a campaign, there you go. Does your map have a Neopets reference? I was never a Neopets kid. I never played Neopets, so unfortunately, I'm sorry, it does not have a Neopets reference. I should have Kame House. Kame House can go anywhere. Kame House can go anywhere. I should do a live stream. Maybe on the vlog channel I'll do this. I should do a live stream on the vlog channel where I build the map. And then you guys could help me maybe name things or come up with cool names and stuff. Because a lot of the names I came up with on the map are obviously names from this map, you know? Although I will say there is one that I was always kind of happy with. So on the very bottom of the map in the jungle continent, whose name is unknown, there's a mountain called Tibia. I asked my one friend in school at the time, I think my friend Adam gave me that name. I was like, Adam, what's a cool name for a mountain? I'm doing this thing. And he just said Tibia. And I didn't actually know what that was at that point. Tibia is the name of a bone. But I didn't actually know it was the name of a bone. I just thought he just came up with the name off the top of his head. And I'm like, Tibia, that's cool. And so that's one of the names that I always remembered, like I put on the map. I was proud of that name because like Adam gave me that. And I thought that sounded cool. And so I kept it on the map. And there you go. Yep. So there we go. Yeah. Tibia. But anyway, you could do that. I could have done that, yeah. Yeah. Elder Scrolls references. Never played any of the Elder Scrolls games until I was like 23, and then I only played like an hour of Skyrim. But yeah, a lot of RuneScape references. RuneScape is my go-to RPG that I played. Never played World of Warcraft, never played WoW, never played League of Legends, never played any of the Elder Scroll games in any major capacity, but yeah, RuneScape is my go-to, so there's gonna be a lot of RuneScape references. Excuse me. Oh, I also put England on. I also put the United Kingdom or Great Britain on here. If you could see that. That was fun. Right at the top, south of Luna Island, there's a little island that I called, what were the names? I took portmanteaus of British Isle names or city names. So I took Manchester and London, and I just called it Lowchester. I took Glasgow and Edinburgh and just named it Edinglow. I know it's not Glow, it's Glasgow, but that sounded cooler to me. So I did that. I just took portmanteaus of freaking English and Scottish city names. But anyway, yeah, maybe someday we'll do maybe a live stream on the vlog channel where I'll do an incarnate stream and I can build you know, if my internet doesn't crap out on me with all of the, you know, the speeds and everything, maybe I can do that. But anyway, I think I'm going to get going now, honestly, because I'm really hungry and I haven't eaten lunch yet. So I'm going to go eat some lunch. And yeah, but thanks to everybody once again for all the fan mail. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to cut part of this out, or maybe I'll just keep the whole thing up. I don't know. Whatever's easier for me. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, take Cardiff and Belfast and make Carfast. Okay, I'll make Carfast. Carfast. See, this is the thing, like, I'm not that creative, all right? So, I mean, like, I can maybe come up with a few names. You want to know what you want to know what the name of the city I am the proudest of on this entire map that I came up with, that I did not rip from RuneScape, or a friend of mine didn't tell me, or I didn't take it from Naruto or Bleach or whatever? My proudest name of a city on this map is, on the left side of the screen, you can see a long island attached to the mainland, or almost attached to the mainland. There's the main city on that island is called Newgaze. That is the proudest I have been, because in my world, the sun rises in the west and sets in the east. And so on the western side of the map, you have the sun rising, so there's a town called Newgaze. So there you go. That is the proud. So if that is the best I got working with here, by the way, the island is called Solaris Island. But I took that from Jason X because the name of the space station in Jason X was Solaris. So there you go. But yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to go eat. But yeah, I'll see you back here next time. This video will be up probably later tonight. Depends if I edit or not. I don't know. We'll see. It'll give it a few hours and it'll be up. But yeah, have a great one, everybody. Tekking signing out. Later.